big, beautiful, loving planet called Earth. Every single person, whether they care to admit it or not, make a checklist or a list or something to like figure out what they need to take with them when they go on a trip. And it may not be like a big trip. It may not be like a trip that lasts a week or 2 weeks or a month or a year. But if it's like 3 or 4 days, like a weekend or something like that, you really don't need to make a checklist. But if it's a little bit longer than that, like say it's like a week that you're gone, or like 6 days or 7 days or 14 days, however many days, let's just put it out there. You make a checklist to make sure you have everything packed and everything that you want to bring on that trip. It could be your laptop, it could be clothes, it could be chargers, it could be your prescription that you have prescribed to you, it could be your toothbrush, your toothpaste, your shaver, your deodorant. It could be a lot of things. And then you got to figure out what you're going to do while you're on that said trip. Whether it's a trip to Disney, whether it be here in California or in Florida, or it's a trip to Vegas to experience the Las Vegas Strip, or it's a concert that's close by to you, even though that's not really a trip, that's just a one-night thing. Unless you decide to go to every single show that performer or not performer, that artist or band is doing, however many shows. But there's just so many things you gotta include on your checklist, like which rides or which let's use Disneyland and California Adventure. Now I know I talk about those two a lot, or any sort of or Universal Studios here in California, or Disney World, Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, all the Universal Studios parks. There are 3 of them in Florida. Let's just use that example. You want to be prepared in everything that you can be prepared in, whether that's having money to do things with, whether that's eating, whether that's buying merchandise or whatever that is, and it could basically be anything. I mean, you just got to make sure you have everything that you need, because I'm not saying that you can't buy stuff when you get to that location, but you want to be able to say that, hey, I packed everything and I've double and triple checked to make sure that I have all the clothes that I need for like a week-long trip, or the laptops, the chargers, the phone charger, the laptop charger, the charger for your said cameras. You have a camera. And then clothes, whether it be shirts, shorts, pants, sweatshirts, all of that stuff. That's why you make checklists. That's why you make a list to make sure you have everything that you need. And whether you're flying or you're driving or whatever you're doing, you got to make sure you have everything, just so that you're prepared for anything and everything. Like I said, the trip that I'm going on in a couple months in September, which is not that far off, I'm starting to make checklists to make sure I get everything that I need packed, like socks and underwear and shorts and pajamas of some sort, and my laptop and the money I'm going to need to use for inside the parks or outside the parks, or just basic things, because that's what every person has to include in their trip. And it doesn't have to just be to parks. It could be going to Hawaii. It could be going to the Bahamas. It could be going to New York. It could be going to Florida. It could be going to wherever you want in the world. You just got to make a checklist and make sure you have everything you need, because you don't want to forget packing something and then having to buy that said thing and not having any money left to buy other things like a souvenir or anything like that. So I'm not saying I'm packing anything just yet, but I'm just saying that I made a checklist to make sure I've got everything that I could possibly need for this trip coming up in like 2.5, 2-ish months. That's not the only thing that you should guys take away from today. So today is Juneteenth, so happy Juneteenth to everyone who celebrates Juneteenth. And tomorrow is the first official day of summer. And then we're just gonna be doing things left, right, and center. Like in 2 weeks, it'll be the 4th of July. And then our Independence Day. You know, like I mentioned, next week is going to be VidCon 2024. When that's done and over, everything is going to be starting to I'm going to be starting to make checklists for that event next year and getting my ticket and planning on what I'm bringing for that, even though that's still a whole year away. Anyways, I digress. So here's what we have one birthday to wish today, and that is I want to wish Courtney Miller a happy birthday. And that does it for birthdays today. I will see you tomorrow for the first day of summer, and bye-bye.